And we are off kicking tonight. Ahead. Gave Vexilat a heart attack. Or what did you say? Oh no, you got scared. That's not necessarily a heart attack. And here it is, Bearcats and Vital Instinct. Vital Instinct 2-0. So someone's undefeated record is going to end here tonight. On the last day of week 3. And Zomo is going to make sure it's not him and his team.
Can I get a, oh yeah?
Rich Factor gets up, nice touch. Just dunked Zomo. Great 50 there for him. Great height on his challenge. This one's back to Mojo Bone, captain for Vital Instinct. Polar Cold. Dribbling through, he's got to watch out behind him. Good speed, and he's through! Polar Cold!
Encara Messi, 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 gol, 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 gol.
Vital Instinct proving themselves early. Up now by 2. And we have a demo.
It's the worst part of the game.
Polar Cold slides it over, crosses the net. No shooter there for him. Here's Mojo Bone. Double commit there. With Zomo out of the corner. Has to be addressed. Is shootable. And shooter goes flying. Swedish gets a dunk. And down to the field, Rich Factor gets through, beats one defender. And Mojo Bone gets a much needed clear for his team. Crossing. Log World. Battling through, Zomo goes for it, and Zomo finishes. I thought he was going to have to settle for the post shot. Collects it, corrals it, and a great read by him. Great force on the pinch back into the net. That's a great heads-up play. Mojo Bone, what a shot from him. Goes up, hits the air.
That's what you call pulling it back and letting it go, PJ.
Stops his air roll and is lined up perfectly for the shot. Vital Instinct will take a 4-0 lead here. Bearcats actually opened up my spring season. Which also required they have a comeback, so I wouldn't write them off just yet, but hard to deny how fast Vital Instinct has started here. Another demo.
Brutality.
Zomo passes in, and Rich Factor in on the save right outside the net. Here's Mojo. Ready to go. Mojo slides it over.
What you doing, Tear?
Polar Cold has been so speedy and fast and very, very precise in his car control. Almost does it alone, but his captain is there to scoop it in on the rebound. Vital Instinct all over the Bearcats with 5 unanswered goals for them. Northwest Bearcats have yet to score here in this entire series. Still game 1. But you have to wonder where the heads are at for the Bearcats. Rich Factor drops it. Mojo collects, also loses possession. And here's Kohler. They have to account for him. Rich Factor. Rich likely playing the situation. You're down 5-0. You need to get something going, but what we've seen from Vital Instinct is that they're a little too quick and capable to assume that they'll miss or get a poor touch every shot, pass, touch they make seems threatening, as Zomo's gonna dunk in for goal number 7. .141 remaining. Well, there's plenty of time. Maybe not for a 0-7 comeback, but maybe for a few goals for both teams. Good save by Rich Factor. Vital Instinct not letting up.
I'm gonna come at you like a spider monkey.
Over the sidewall. Kohler cold. Down to the back wall. Back to himself. Sends one more. That's the hat trick for him on 6 shots. 8 total goals now. Plants that one in, and Vital Instinct have to be more than happy with how they've started. And I'm sure at this point both teams are eager for game number 2. Shot goes over. Logworld can't get to it. High on the backboard, and Logworld is there to make the save. Gets himself in the way. Under 60 seconds now. Let's see if Bearcats could come away with something to show for their offense. Maybe even at this point their defense. Vital Instinct has been doing whatever they want. Knocks it away. Double commit there for Vital Instinct. Good opportunity. Logworld sends it up top left. Rich Factor can't finish. Here's Swedish. First time I had Swedish on, I kept calling him Swedish Fish. And it was as ridiculous as it sounds. Here comes the pass. Mojo's up. High shot. Almost dunks it down. And that's apparently what you get from Vital Instinct. They were not interested in letting up. So both Kohler Cold and Zomo able to collect hat tricks, and Mojo no slouch himself with 2 goals for him. And Kohler is going to take a little more time here for the intermission. And you can't blame him. I have a team that I casted. Win or lose, they would take the full 60-second intermission. You don't want to get too high, not too low. Just keep playing. Keep your head on straight till you have the victory. We should be ready. Game number 2 underway. Logworld try to get a pass, comes away with a demo.
Get him a body bag. Yeah.
Mojo Bone sends it away, and a save by Logworld. So just as I was saying, I'm sure both teams were ready for game number 1 to end. Vital Instinct, you know, you start game 1, you score 8 goals. I would imagine you just want to get the series on. From the Bearcats standpoint, you start game 1, you get shut out 8-0. I imagine you just want to redeem yourself on the rest of the series. So here we are, about 60 seconds past, no goals from either team. And I believe at this point, last game, we had 2 goals already from Vital. So already they've slowed in performance, as to be expected. you know, you can't really anticipate 8 goals every time you take the field. But it is a nice feather in your cap for your team knowing you can do it. Zomo sends it downfield. You see Mojo forced into a defensive role as he gets the midfield touch. Vlog World takes a 50 from Zomo on the sideline. No one quite wants it. Miscommunication. Someone goes flying. Swedish tries to sneak it in. Kohler cold. Sends it out on the clear. Mojo goes up for the shot. Runs out of boost. Zomo sends one a little wide, and Log World sends it out to midfield. So almost halfway through game number 2, and both teams are scoreless. Bearcats shut out in game 1, so still looking for their first goal of the series, but a much better showing on defense for them this time around. Here's Rich Factor up, carrying it over. No shooter there for him. Log World keeping pressure, and Swedish gets it up to the ceiling. No one ready to finish it up to the quarter. Swedish can't get to it. Down the sideline, Mojo. Kohler Cold trying to link up here. Cold goes flying, can't make the passing once. It's down the field, and something about Vital Instinct, you have to appreciate their control at midfield. Every time I think a loose ball is going to get past them, someone makes a touch preventing that. Here's a shot. It's wide. Back in. Mojo lined up and the save.
Outstanding.
Kohler Cold sends it back in. Return to sender, persistence, whatever you want to call it. Great rebound shot. Kohler Cold sticks with the play. Stays in ball cam. And gives Vital Instinct their first lead for game number 2. Loading over to the right side. Rich Factor to the quarter. Zomo trying to line it up. On target. Up to the ceiling of the waterfall. Kohler Cold. One more. The waterfall. And he's got to get back. Mojo Bone. Gonna give him some time. Has a wide, high shot. Kohler Cold save from Log World. Back in. The smothering, suffocating offense from Vital Instinct. They are not letting them get away with anything. You make a save, you have to make the clear, or else you're as good as scored on. Mojo Bone with the dunk. 50 to the quarter. Back in off the side post. And more defense, though. 2-0. Bearcats still looking for their first goal. And it's not so much, I would say, a strong defensive showing from Vital Instinct as much as it is just field control. Just controlling the field, imposing their will. They don't really let themselves get put on defense. What a pass. And what a shot. Kohler Cold receives it from his captain, and they're looking comfortable yet again. Up to the ceiling.
Oh.
On the demo, Vital Instinct not only looking to stay undefeated 3-0, but looking to do it against another undefeated with a sweep. Match point for them. Kohler Cold, another MVP. 2 goals, 1 assist, 3 shots for him. You didn't really need to see those stats to see the kind of day he was having. And here it is, game number 3. Big kickoff for the Bearcats. Just having a miserable outing today. But because it is a best of 5 series, they could turn it around at any moment. It has to start now, though. It has to be game number 3. No touches. Swedish and Logworld looks like they scared each other off possession. This one goes to the corner. Rich Factor sliding, rolling, bunch of defenders there for Vital Instinct outside the net. And there's Zomo to line it up for their MVP performer, Kohler Cold. 50 on the sideline. Rich Factor sending over. Could he double? Zomo gets the save. Beats the defender. Zomo looking to do it solo. Sends it. Save off the post. Has a shooter. No, Swedish sweeps it away. Good defense for the Bearcats. Zomo trying to create something. He was low on boost. Comes away empty-handed. Courtesy of some quick thinking from the Northwest Bearcats. To the corner. Falling in. And Zomo does get his man.
También se prepara Esteban Granero, el pirata, por cierto, las reacciones en el banquillo. ¡Ojo a Cristiano! ¡Cristiano del área! ¡Sigue Cristiano! ¡Gol!
And this is exactly what we've been talking about. Vital Instinct, they're not looking to play this game on their side of the field. They're looking to go to the opposing side, keep it there, and keep shooting, keep knocking until they score. And there it is again. Mojo at midfield pops it up. Draws in 2 defenders. And Logworld with the nifty touch. Looks like Logworld and the rest of the Bearcats realize that they're going to have to beat Vital Instinct at their own game. And that's aerial quickness. Zomo just drops it down. Usually Vital has been playing with more authority and more urgency, but he lets that one get away from him. What up, General? Zomo going up, drops it down. From Zomo to Mojo. And here's Kohler Cold. He's been red hot this series despite his name. Big dunk, and Swedish gets a save. So with 1-1, this is the best spot the Bearcats have been in all series long, but in a moment's notice, Vital Instinct can score in a hurry, so they have to be careful. Logworld beats the defender. Zomo's too much. Swedish sends it away. Kohler Cold buzzing around the ball. This one might sneak in. Mojo says no. Collects a save. Beats the defender on the sideline. Swedish gets turned around. And Rich Factor cuts it off before it gets to his net. Kohler Cold.
Pay him. Pay that man his money.
A pre-jump from hell and rolls into the play. What a shot. Tough to defend. If you're a Bearcat defender, you think you have some time, but Kohler Cold, he just loves putting that pressure on his opponents. Loves giving you that something extra to think about. as he makes a pass with no shooter to capitalize. Swedish sends it away. Rich Factor lets it get behind him, and Swedish makes the save. Mojo lets this one pass, so Bearcats, they might get swept here, but a great performance for them, especially in relation to game one. If you're just joining us, they lost 8-0 in game one and have really tried their damnedest to keep it close since, but this Vital Instinct team may be a little bit too much for them today. On the infield in a demo.
You're not that guy, pal.
Comes Kohler. Almost snuck one in. Good enough for a pass. Zomo finishes. That might very well be the go-ahead goal. 2-goal lead, 40 seconds left, and Vital Instinct just being very, very stingy with possession. That is not a recipe for a comeback. If you're the Bearcats, you need to get a different cookbook. You need to call up Grandma for her recipe, or just need to find another aspect of your game. But this one looks like it's over here. Under 20 seconds to go. Big 50 crossing, and Log World. Big clear, and there haven't, Bearcats have not looked horrible, especially from an individual standpoint. It's really just team versus team, and Vital Instinct proved themselves to be the better squad today. You have to imagine they'll meet later in the postseason, but Bearcats have been given a lot to think about. As I will be speaking to Mojo Bone on the post-game interview. Mojo.
Hey, how's it going, man?
It's going well. How you feeling after the win?
I'm pumped, you know.
Yeah, you never know what you're gonna get. I mean, I assume you don't have much familiarity with the Bearcats. It's pretty early in the season. You both are looking to stay undefeated, and like I said, you usually don't know what to expect, whether you scout or not, or look at stats. You really never know till you take the field, and you know, game one may have set the tone for you guys. What were you feeling after that game?
I think game one, we were feeling really good. We were playing good as a team.
Yep.
Everybody was doing what they're supposed to be doing. So, you know, it was a good team play.
Okay, I like that. Everyone was doing what they're supposed to be doing. So that's what a perfect game looks like.
Right.
You just gotta tell the guys, like, see, if we do what we're supposed to do, that's the result. Games 2 and 3 a little more difficult. It didn't look like you guys were too uncomfortable, but obviously the scoreboard was a little closer in that regard. What were they able to do differently, or what did you guys maybe pull back on that allowed them to keep it so close in those subsequent games?
I think I noticed in the last two games, you know, maybe the first game was a little bit nervousness, but I think they kept a lot more pressure on us. They didn't give us so much room to work with, and made it a little bit harder to make the plays.
Right. Yeah. And yeah, credit to them. You know, they saw what you guys were able to do. They saw, you know, Kohler to do everything that he's able to do. And they realized that they had to up the ante a little bit, and you guys, you know, credit to them. You guys were able to feel that. Who we thinking for the game ball tonight? MVP of the series?
Oh man. Well, I can definitely tell you it ain't me. You know, I felt like I was just supporting. You know, I feel like Zoe and Kohler both just, you know, they both played really well. You know,
definitely.
they both were making shots, team plays, all that stuff. I kind of sat back and let them do what they do best. So.
Do we have a game ball to give away?
all right. I'll probably give it to Kohler.
Okay.
He really played really good. So
yeah, no, it's just a question I like asking. Usually gives a few more things to talk about. Obviously, it doesn't take away from Zomo. You all look good, even if you won't admit it of yourself. I saw it. The chat saw it. It was a team effort, like you said, from game 1 all the way to 3. You all did very well. But right. Kohler with the game ball. No one, I don't think anyone will argue with that. How long you guys been together as a team?
This is actually our first season officially as a team. We've played.
Oh, okay.
We've played in the past together, but Kohler was never officially on the team, and so like last season we didn't have him, but this season we put him on the team, and he's been killing it. Definitely. Yeah. So far so good. Exactly what you want. 3-0. Who usually serves as the hype man in the voice chat? It's definitely Zomo. Okay. Yeah, Zomo is always going crazy in the chat. Yeah, he's screaming and he's getting everybody pumped up. So he's right. Definitely keeping the spirits high. Right. Yeah, it's fun. It's what makes it fun. That's usually not really my style. I think I'm too tense in competitive games to play that role, but it's so much fun when you do have that teammate, right. Like you said, hyping everyone up, bolstering everyone, keeping morale high. Especially, I bet he was going crazy in the game 1. Oh yeah, he was. It always feels good, first game, like you said, you never know what to expect, and just going in there and, like I said, playing well as a team and doing what we wanted to do, like actually making the plays that we're trying to make. Yeah, it feels good. I bet. So that it's not everything. Playoffs will be upon us before we know it, but it is. You guys stay perfect. Anything else from you before we take off here? Any shout outs, plugs, or anything? I ain't got none right now, man. That's all right. That's all right. Just happy about the way the game went. Definitely. Other team really kicked it up, and they really started pressuring us. So good job to them too. Don't want to discredit them at all, but it was just a lot of fun. I bet you made it look fun. So yeah, congrats, still undefeated, and good luck next week. All right, thank you. Peace. All right, so that was Mojo Bone from Vital Instinct. That's from my roommate. What is he? What am I supposed to flash? I'm not going to. So congrats to Vital Instinct Bearcats. Second time casting you guys. I think we learned a lot about the Bearcats just from the difference between game 1 and the rest of the series. They're always going to stay competitive. They're going to keep it close, play tough, and they're not out. Just like Mojo and I were talking about. This win doesn't mean everything for them, and that loss won't mean everything for the Bearcats. So a lot to look forward to. Season's still going. What up, Sear? I'm doing well. Yeah. Now you should. I should not flash